know my channel is all about promoting Ghana, most of the time talking to people coming from the diaspora. Somewhere last 2 years, I was here, and this place is called Sankofa Beach. I fell in love with this place so much that by then my channel was young. I had to do a little vlog about this place for you guys to see how the place looked like. But fast forward, COVID has come and we are no more in COVID. 2 years later down the line, this place has transformed to become something different. And today I have here with me the owner of this place who is going to talk to us about Sankofa Beach and also tell us his story, why he moved to Ghana and started all this. And maybe he has other stories to share with us. If you are watching, you are welcome. If you are new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. On this channel, I talk about Ghana to the world. Anything Ghana, I promote here, and I also share people's story just for you to know exactly their life story here in Ghana. Without much ado, let's get straight into the video. Stay glued, enjoy this video. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm pleasure to have you. It's you know, it's like I said, it's a day we're not so busy, and when I'm not so busy, these are the kind of things I like doing.
I was so touched. I think we've been talking for almost like 2 years. I was trying to send you a message, want to talk to you because I love this place. And finally today we have the day here to talk about it. But first of all, a lot of people watching might not know you, which I would love you to just give a brief introduction of yourself.
My name is Masao Moreau, M-A-S-A-O. Moreau, M-E-R-O-E. I think, as I was saying a few minutes ago, being here, I get so many guests. One of the first questions out of their mouth is, "Where are you from?" And the question used to kind of unsettle me, and it threw me for a loss because I was struggling. And sometimes I would answer the question, "Please define from." From means a lot of different things to different people, but I stopped doing that.
Okay.
I stopped doing that. What I tell people now is that my mother's Japanese. I was born in Japan. My father's from Texas. I grew up in Massachusetts. I went to the University of Bristol for a year and came back to the U.S. with a British accent. I spent 7 years, so I grew up on the East Coast, went to university on the East Coast in Massachusetts, 7 years in California, 6 years in Ohio in the middle of the country, 5 years in Nigeria, 3 years in North Carolina in the South, and this is my 21st year here in Ghana. So you tell me, where am I from?
When I go here, I realized there were Nigerians here working. So I was like, is the owner a Nigerian or... And I know the reason why we have Nigerians working here. First of all, this is Sankofa Beach Resort. But first of all,
let's stop there.
Okay.
This is actually Sankofa Beach House.
Oh, Sankofa Beach House.
Everything we brand is Sankofa Beach House. I almost resist the term resort because I know what a resort is, and we're not. We're actually a boutique bed and breakfast. Oh, okay. To be more accurate. A resort would have swimming pool and other types of things which we don't have here. We started with this house here, the main house, okay. With just 3 rooms. That's how we got started. And so that's why this place is called Sankofa Beach House. And the whole idea is that we wanted people to feel like they're at home. Okay. Everything we're doing here is kind of designed to give you a sense of being at home as opposed to being in a hotel or resort or something like that, even a guest house, although that's what we are.
But I really love the view around here. I think that was the first thing that really caught my attention. And it's been situated right, just a few distance you get the sea and you can even enjoy yourself, especially in a sunny afternoon like this. But tell me, what is so unique about this Sankofa Beach House? There
are a lot of things unique about it, but we can start with the location.
Okay.
All right. I'm a lawyer by training.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I have an undergraduate degree in politics. I've got a Juris Doctorate in law and a master's in senior regional planning. Wow. But the first time I came here was 1981.
1981?
I moved here in 2000, but I came here in 1981 as a law student.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the Legon campus?
Yes, I am.
So I'm a Voltairean.
Oh, I see.
Do you? Do you?
No,
I stayed in Volta Hall.
Volta Hall. Wow. Voltaireans, if you are in the house, you have your alumni here. Interesting.
Volta Hall is the ladies' dorm. In 81, the campus was really run down. There were approximately 20 American students here on a special 2-month program, and I was in that program.
Oh, okay.
And I was here in what I call in between the first and second coming. I'm talking about Rawlings.
Okay.
So Liman was in power, and there was nothing on the shelf. There was nothing to buy. People went to Lome to buy things that they needed. You know, most Ghanaians were running anywhere they could run.
Exactly.
But I had a great time. I made friends with the president of the Law Student Association, a guy named Kobana Asiedu Boaje. And for 9 years, Kobana and I used to write letters back and forth to the days of snail mail. In 89, I brought a tour group here from the US, and I saw Kobana again. And he floated the idea that I like this place so much I should get a house here and go back and forth.
Oh, interesting.
So that's kind of how we got started. In 92, I moved to Nigeria. In 93, I came to visit him again. And it was in 93 that he brought me here. And in those days, from Malam Junction coming all the way here, okay, there was nothing, except for McCarthy Hill, there was nothing on the left and right except the fishing villages.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
And so I think in the 60s and 70s, you know, a lot of the friends that I've made since I moved here, they used to come here as small kids to this particular beach. It was mostly in those days Europeans and North Americans from Accra who would come here Sunday 11 to 4. There's a hill back here which is the boundary between the greater Accra and Central Region. Okay, we're technically in the Central Region.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes, we are in Kaswa. Yes.
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 We're actually in Langma, the village.
Langma.
Yeah, but Cass was there.
Yes. Yes. I checked on the map. I realized
we're in the Central Region. And because we're on this border, we're 3 minutes drive from the Greater Accra border, the whole area was in litigation. And there were actually 3 different sets of chiefs selling the same land. Okay. The Ga chiefs, the Niiayivisuals chief, and the Tuba chief.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 3. It was the Wild Wild West out here. Yeah. And after the dust settled and the litigation settled, my lawyer friend apparently had the inside track that this land had become available and was for sale. I was the first person to buy in the area.
Yes, I was about to ask you that. Were you the first person to settle here? Because looking at the date and the story you are sharing.
Yeah. So I basically picked first, and that's why that's what makes this space special. It's the same space people used to come with the little huts here, and it could get the village ladies to heat up a charcoal pot, heat up some lobster, grind some pepper, get a star beer, and just enjoy your day here at the beach. Yeah, those were the early days. So that's how I got to be at this particular place. What I tell my staff all the time is the place will sell itself. All we have to do is add great food and great customer service, and so that's kind of what we try to do here. The other thing is, again, the way we operate. We serve some of the best food, we believe, in the country here. We have more open space here than I think you can even find in Accra.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it took people a long time to understand what I was doing with the open space and maintaining the open space, and we spent years trying to get the grounds so you can walk on it with your bare feet and feel comfortable doing it. A lot of it is a function of the fact that I used to play a lot of golf.
Okay.
I used to be the secretary for Achimoto Golf Course, the secretary for the Ghana Professional Golf Association. I used to play a lot of golf. And so my understanding of the grass is somewhat related to playing golf. Yeah.
I was expecting to see a mini golf park here.
I tried it for a little while, and at some point I just abandoned it and decided that either I don't have the space or I don't want to do it. Yeah. I'll go play golf.
All right. So you have houses that people come here to settle. How many houses do you have so far? Okay,
right now we have 13 rooms, and we're about to finish these 2, which will bring us to 15. For the longest period of time, we had 7. So where other people have built, 21 rooms, 25 rooms, 32 rooms, all of a sudden there was no demand for it. The road is bad out here. We still don't have running water, so there was no market for that many rooms. And so what we try to do is build the rooms according to the market and to what we could build. Every room we have here is totally different, and the configuration is different. For example, we have the main house. There's 3 rooms in there. We have others, standalone chalets. We have rooms that are up and down stairs from each other. Some have views, some don't have views. Some have television, some don't have television. Some are more accommodating to families, some not. We have one room that looks just like a hotel room. No views, it's more like a cave. Some people like that.
Yeah.
So we have one very rustic room up here with an outside shower. So every room.
I love the outside shower. You can see the sky.
Every room is it actually has evolved as a function of just the way we built. Some of it's accidental, some of it's experimental, some of it's ideas that I've stolen from other places. So it's kind of a mishmash of different ideas, no great master plan. Every time we do a new building, it has some different things in it, or it's a different approach, different finishes, different ideas inside the building.
Wow, interesting. But I'm so interested in asking this question. What kind of foods do you serve here? Because I realize you have a lot of different kind of dishes.
And we're still evolving. Actually, when we started, we didn't serve food. And then when we had guests, we used to outsource the food. I used to send all my guests to other places nearby. Those days we only had 3 rooms. And then I think when we got up to about 5 rooms or 7 rooms, we started serving our own food. I outsourced it for a while, and then we started making our own food. And then I personally got into food. So I've been on this food journey with the growth of the beach house. And so in the early days, my idea was to have a different menu every weekend, like a kind of a chalkboard kind of thing, but I used to just write on a whiteboard or a little piece of paper and just change the menu every weekend. And with the growth, that became untenable. I mean, I never wanted a menu. I was forced into a menu because we were serving foods and dishes from all over the planet, ingredients we were playing with, and there were so many people now, we can't do that. And so I do it on occasion in the middle of the week, but definitely on the weekend you'll be tied to the regular menu. Wow. And so the regular menu is a function of what has worked for us over the years. And what our guests like and what we like making and what we can make in volume. Easy. My objective has been to try to produce as much of the food as possible off the grill. There aren't that many people that really specialize in barbecued food, grilled food, and I'm talking about fruits, vegetables, all the way to different kinds of meat, different types of preparations, different type of marinades, different types of sauces. So we've been playing with all that, but the current menu is a function of what has worked for us over time. And actually my goal now is to compress and limit. In fact, I just did menu changes yesterday to kind of compress some things. We have a new second kitchen now. We had a pizza oven that was open. We shut it down. We're opening it up and making it bigger. And this pizza oven will produce more pizza, and we'll also be able to sell for takeaway, and we might even deliver. This will be similar to my own my terrace. This will be halfway covered, a toilet and a sink and a bar.
Okay.
Drinks. You can have a small little party up there.
Wow, just similar to
my
your own. Wow.
And there'll be a similar one right here on top of this.
Okay.
In the ocean front.
Yeah.
We call that lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Yeah, it's gonna have all kind of funky lights.
Okay.
And then downstairs will be kind of like that.
Oh, interesting.
So that comes after the pizza. And we believe we produce some of the best pizza in the country. It's a fire wood burning pizza oven. The new kitchen. The ideas have been evolving, but it's crystallizing now. I want to serve maybe 4, 5, 6 items on a new menu. It's going to under a new label. It's going to be called the current idea is to call it Chez Paul. Okay. It's kind of a francophone, high-end cuisine kind of restaurant. Wow. So the dishes will be something you know, a little nicer than what we're already serving.
The way you are describing, I'm salivating.
The current kitchen focuses on the things that are coming off the grill, okay. And the current menu is a function of both a local and I would say definitely kind of barbecue kind of stuff, but we do have the capacity to do kind of very high-end kind of food also, which we enjoy doing when we get a chance to do it.
Wow, interesting. You know, I realized one thing about this place, that you don't advertise this place.
No.
But yes, still we have a lot of people coming here and people from the diaspora. What's the secret?
Word of mouth and social media.
Wow.
And I'm going to be honest, we're poor on social media. You know, I had a guy here about 10 years ago from Kenya. He was an IT kind of guy with one of these big IT companies. And he told me that maybe it's 15 years ago. He said I needed to be on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And I said, yeah, that's cool. But, you know, I personally am not on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, but the beach house is. I've never seen those pages.
Yeah, I think I saw the website as well.
Yeah, well, the website I'm intimately involved with. Okay. Constantly kind of tweaking it and playing with it, and that's a lot of work. Yeah. And now you want to be posting stuff and responding to stuff. It's like a second job. Yeah. So what I did was I got a social media administrator. I mean, it's a job.
Yeah, so you have to handle all those kind of things.
Yeah, and honestly, we don't do a very good job at it. But, you know, I can't expect much because the guy who's handling it is my friend and I don't pay him. So,
I understand.
so it's kind of a low priority. We're there. There's stuff people are posting. I have no idea what it is. In the early years, you know, we used to get all these reviews from TripAdvisor. And somehow they used to come to me, and some people would write some really crazy stuff. And I would write a response. And it got to the point where, you know, I mean, I used to lose sleep over it. Oh yeah, you know, people say some mean things. And, you know, you take it to heart because you care.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunately, you know, they don't come to me anymore. I don't know why, but I'm okay with that. And I've also kind of adjusted my mind to the fact that we're doing the best we can. We believe we're doing a good job. Most people say we're doing a good job. So I can't be too concerned about one or two people who are not happy and writing any kind of crazy stuff. So I don't really pay much attention to it anymore.
You know, I know you've run this for so many years. How long have you been running?
We've been open since 2002. This is our 19th year. Next year, I guess, will be our 20th year in operation.
Interesting. I know definitely you've chalked a lot of success, but I know you've worked on the parts that are some of your difficulties.
The path is not even. It's not a straight journey up. It's like this.
So do you mind sharing some of the difficulties that you went through?
We're still going through. We don't have running water. I mean, let me explain this to you. For 5 years, I've had the Water Corporation come here and tell me that water is coming, that they needed to extend water to this section over here. Almost everybody around us has water, okay? It was in June this year, May, June. They started trenching and bringing in the water line. The water line comes to about 500 meters from us. Wow. And I got to find out that they're done. They're not going any further. That the money came from UNICEF. Water Corporation doesn't have money to bring us water or connect the line. UNICEF gave them the money to bring the water, and they had a condition that the water should only be servicing poor people, which is the village here. Okay. That's why they stopped. We're still kind of, you know, negotiating with them and talking with them about extending us 500 meters. I have a meter from an old water line which worked for 3 months, and so water has been a big issue here. Electricity has been, you know, we got it, but it's been stable, unstable, you know, but, you know, we're okay. In the early years, we started with no generator, and then we got a little baby generator, and then we got a bigger generator, and then we got a bigger generator, and now I have a bigger generator. Yes. Now we can, you know, I mean, so all those, I mean, I remember sitting out here in the darkness with a German family, and we had no light. Wow. The generator went down. So, you know, basic things like light, water. One of the beautiful things about being out here, though, is the security out here is really, really good. And you know, I can give you a little lecture on beaches in Accra, but for the most part, the beaches here are generally much cleaner than they are going the other way. Wow. Staffing, you know, getting good people to do what we do here. People do commend. Someone did this yesterday. Commended the quality of the staff, and but we're kind of used to it. But I'm still a stickler for small glitches, and you know, I said, look, you can't stay there unless you stay on it and keep your attention to the detail in terms of how we're dealing with customers. I had a meeting yesterday just with the kitchen and the staff and the food and about how, you know, we need to kind of get in sync about exactly how we're going to get all this food out and all the changes that are coming. More staff, more restaurant, more kitchen, more menus, and more pizza. And today I refocused my attention on rooms. And I realized I've got to make some more adjustments because my mind has been on the new construction, and we've got maintenance issues and things that, you know, you have to constantly stay on top of.
But in all, how many staff do you have so far?
I think one of the reasons for our success out here and where others have failed is that I have a very a guerrilla approach to HR.
Oh, okay.
Up until when you were here last time, it was me, my very close friend and manager from Nigeria that I met in Ibadan. He built everything here.
Oh, wow.
Okay. He's also the manager, and the two of us and two guys before COVID ran this place with 10 casuals on the weekend.
Interesting.
Today, I believe we're closer to 14 full-time,
Wow.
2 casuals for lifeguards, and we're probably going to 18 for this Christmas, because just to keep up. And even with the staffing I have now, you know, I've had to impose a mandatory 2-night minimum stay during the Christmas period. Even sometimes I'll close off rooms because with the staff I have now, we cannot, you know, we're overwhelmed. We could serve 100, 150 plates in a day during the holiday season or weekends. And so I would struggle the same. And see, everybody here has at least 6 jobs.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah. You see the guy painting over there, those 2 guys?
Yes.
The guy painting, he's also on service. Okay, yes. He can run the bar. He can turn rooms around. He does landscaping.
Okay.
If you can't do 6 jobs, you can't work here.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
we can kind of plug and play all the bits and pieces. I mean, you saw this a few minutes ago. The guy who's actually supposed to be on service for the guys who just arrived, he's cleaning nets.
Excellent.
Okay. So I pulled someone else out of the kitchen to run the front.
Yeah. Interesting.
We don't have a receptionist. For the longest time, I used to handle all the phone calls until the COVID came, and I stopped taking. I took the chip out, gave it to a friend, and after a month, she said, "This was last year, May." She said, "Sal, you get too many phone calls. I get 50 in a day," and so she quit. I gave it to another friend, and he had been handling it for a while. Then he got sick, so I took the chip and gave it to the staff, so it rotates around now. But the whole idea I'm going to have someone just sit down and take phone calls it makes no sense to me.
Wow.
One guy sitting down just to run a bar with his, sleeping with his head in his hand. Are you getting me?
Yes. What will you tell someone about Sankofa, and how do they locate or book a room here?
Yeah, that's easy. Go online. What we've been trying to do is stop people from calling.
Okay.
I told you we get too many phone calls.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, people could call like 4 times, you know, just trying to, you know, understand just one item. Now, and we just started this last year, May, you can book directly online. Okay, you get a room, go straight online. Now, this happened last week. You can go straight online and order food.
Oh.
You can place your order. You're coming on, as long as it's a day in advance, say you're on Saturday, you know you're coming on Sunday, go to the website, order your food. Wow. And then tell us what time you want it served, and that's it. You know, you don't have to talk to anybody.
Wow.
We've added can you imagine serving food? We have a place down here called Mother Earth. It's down here in the front.
Okay.
And in the olden days, and that would be last year, you'd have to go down there, talk to the people. There could be 10 guests, 12 guests, take 10, 12 orders, walk all the way up here to the bar, rewrite it, send the pizza order to the pizza, send the food order to the kitchen, and the bar order to the bar. Now we have a POS system.
Wow.
So from the tablet, once they take the order, 4 seconds, it's zipped to all the different places. We just had to.
This is a great service. I really love that. And one more question. I realized there's a washroom on the compound outside, which have names Kweku, Kwabana, Yao, Kwame, Kwesi, Kojo, Ifiama. Why did you do something like that?
Well, I've traveled around the world, and I've always been amazed by what different establishments do with how you define male-female.
Okay.
And in this country, it's quite easy. Some people don't get it. It takes still a while, and you know, I'm okay with it. Someone said, "Oh, why don't you just put a sign there?" I said, "I don't really care if they go to the wrong one. They'll figure it out, or they won't."
Yeah.
But I said, "Yeah, this is what I want to do." It just seems so natural, really, and I don't think anybody else has done this, has they?
No,
Not
I
that
think
you've seen.
this is the first time.
So that's really what I wanted, you know, just to do something different than other people are doing. We have others down there, and they're all just standard labeling, but this one is different.
Interesting. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys were really enjoying this interview. There's a lot of questions in my mind that I want to ask for you people, but I think I don't want to make this video too long. Let's say maybe there might be a part 2, so just stick around to my channel. Maybe he might share his Ghanaian experience. You know, I love to do the Ghana experience video. So please, your final words to people watching us.
Wow. Okay. Well, my understanding and and I think we talked about this before you even started, that it's not about me, it's not about you, but it's for the viewers. Okay, and most of them are in the diaspora, and what I was saying earlier was that pretty much starting with the name of the place, what really my entire mission and life's work has been about kind of being an ambassador and a representative of the diasporan community and an example of coming home, coming back. Yeah, maybe in a follow-up piece we can talk more about what that means. I was fortunate to be in just before the COVID, the Jubilee House citizenship ceremony for 120 plus diasporans. Yeah. So yeah, I was among. You know, I've been struggling with, it is a struggle, unfortunately, with, you know, residency and permanent residency and citizenship. I'm delighted from what little I know that in this country where we are moving forward, there are more changes coming to make it easier for people in the diaspora to be able to come here and to start a life here for themselves and their family.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time, and we really appreciate you. And on behalf of my people, we would like to say thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
All right. So guys, that's the end of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below, let me know what you think about this video, and also please do me a favor to share this video. We want to hit 30,000 by the end of this year, and I know we can do it together. Until then, I see you. My name is Niiayi, aka Ganyobi. Ola Bao. Peace out.